Everyone, so this is Mrs. Paris filling in for Mr. Paris again, and we're starting your new unit, Google Drawings, and we are going to make a Google drawing today. I'm going to show you exactly the steps to follow. The first thing you need to do is when you sign into your Google Classroom, you're going to have to go to New or Create Google Drawing. It's going to look like this, just like mine does, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to rename it. So up here at the top where it says Untitled Drawing, we're going to call it Lesson 6.1. We're going to change the background color. You could do this a couple different ways, but if you right click and go to background, we're going to change this to white. So it's going to be a blank white background. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to insert some word art. So to add some artistic flair to our drawing, you're going to go to Insert. You're going to go to Word Art, and you're going to see a text box here. What you're going to do is you're going to type in crazy burgers. They want B-U-R-G-E-R-Z instead of S. And then you're going to hit enter, and it's going to create word art for you. Now, we're going to change the font. So to change this font, if you go to your font drop-down menu up here, we're going to select Playfair Display. And that's going to change the font of our word art. And then we're going to fill our word art so that the inside is a different color. So you're going to go up to the top to where you see this fill color paint can. And we're going to select dark orange. It should say dark orange 1. So click on this one. Once you click on it, the inside should change to the dark orange fill color. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change the line color. So to change the line color of a shape of word art, we're going to go to the line color drop-down menu, which is going to be right here. That's the border. They call it border color. And we're going to make this dark red berry 3. So it's the last one on the bottom. Go ahead and click on that, and that's going to outline your word art in that berry color. Once we do that, we're going to change the line weight so that the outside border of your Crazy Burgers title is going to be heavier. So you're going to go up here to the it's called border weight. And we're going to make sure that your word art is still highlighted here, and go to the border weight, and we're going to select 3. Notice that your berry red color on the outside is going to get thicker. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to move the text box. So in order to move a text box, shape, image, or word art, we're going to place the cursor over the word art, and there's going to be a 4-sided arrow just like you see in front of mine. It's going to appear, and we're going to drag it so it's centered at the top of the canvas. So we're going to drag it so it's centered up here at the top. Once we do that, we're going to insert a table. So to insert a table, you're going to go to Insert, and then you're going to go to Table Menu, and we want to insert 3 columns and 1 row. So 3 by 1. You could click on that, and it's going to put a table here for you. To make the table desired size, you could click inside the table to select it. You can drag the bottom and resize the handles so that it looks similar to mine. Okay, once we do that, we're going to insert a shape. So to create and insert lines and shapes in your drawing, you're going to do the following. So you can do a couple different things. You can go to Insert, Shape, and we want to select the rounded rectangle. So if you hover right over it, it says rounded rectangle. Click on it. And then we're going to click and resize it to the top of the left column. So right here, drag and put it at the top of your left column. Change the fill color of the rounded rectangle to dark orange 1, the line color to the red berry 3, and the line weight to 3 point. So we're going to change the fill color. We want this to be the dark orange 2. We want the line color. So again, leave the shape highlighted. The line color we want to be that berry, and the line weight we want to be 3. Now we're going to add text to the shape. So to add text to the shape, we're going to add text inside this rounded rectangle, and then we're going to type cheese. So if you double click it, you could do it that way and type cheese. We're going to horizontally align this text. So in order to do this, from the Align drop-down menu, we're going to click Center. So up here at the top, I went and I clicked Center. And then we're going to change the font color. So you can select the word cheese. I highlight it. And then from the text color, we're going to make this, not the border color, I'm sorry. From the text color over here, you're going to do the dark berry 3. We're going to change the font to Playfair Display. And we're going to change the size to 20. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste this shape so that we can duplicate it. So if you go to, you can double click, and you can do, if you do Control C, you can copy it. So we're going to make sure it's highlighted. Copy it. And then we're going to click on the outside, and we're going to click Paste, Control V. I didn't do the whole shape, sorry. Okay, so instead of typing cheese there, I'm going to show you a trick. If you copy, hit Control C, and then you're going to hit Control V and copy and paste the shape first. It's a lot easier. And then we're going to insert the text just to avoid some grouping issues. So in the first one, what I do actually is I insert, you can insert a text box here, which is a lot of times easier because then you can group it if you want to, but they have you just double click. So this one has to be cheese. And then you're going to have, the middle one's going to type toppings. And then the last one, we're going to put sides. So all of them should be aligned in the middle. And if you need to check that, you would go up here to your Align tool and make sure that they're aligned in the middle. And then you have to make sure that when you do copy and paste, that you're in the right column when you're going to hit paste. So we're going to... This says, to vertically align the text with the table, click and drag to select all 3 columns in the table, and then from the Align, click Middle, which would be down here. So what we're going to do, okay, that's going to put it in the middle. So notice I had them all highlighted, and then all I did was click middle. So then the next thing, what we're going to do is we're going to type in each column as follows. So we're going to go up here, and you can type cheddar, American, Swiss, pepper jack, mozzarella, provolone. In the middle, you're going to type lettuce, and then we could go back and fix the font. Tomato, red onion, mushrooms, pickle, and then bacon. I'm just moving this so that I can center it for you. Okay, this one, go ahead and we're going to change this to Playfair Display, and we're going to make it that same red color. So change the font to 20, change it to Playfair Display, and then change it to the last one that says dark red 3. Okay, and then the last column, we're going to have chips, onion rings, fries, coleslaw, garden salad, and then fresh fruit. And then again, we're going to highlight your text, change it to Playfair Display, change the font size to 20, and then go ahead and change the color to the dark red 3. Okay, so it said make sure you change the font of the text, and then we're going to change the color to red berry, and it actually wants this to be size 16, so you can go ahead and change this. And I believe it said it wants us to change it to veranda. So we'll see if we could find that in here. There's veranda or verdana. Same thing for this one. Change it to verdana. And then the last one, change it to verdana, and then change the font size to 16 because I already did the dark red color. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to make sure that those are centered. So all you have to do is go up to the alignment tool and then go to the center. Okay. What the next part that you can do is it says to replicate existing formatting to other text in the drawing. You'd be able to go to select text in the left column, and then you can click on the paint format icon up here, and you can click and drag across the text in the center right column, so from over here to here, and it would format all of it for you. You could do it that way if you like. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to insert a text box. So if you want to insert a text box anywhere on your drawing canvas, you have to go to the text box icon, which looks like this up at the top. And then you're going to click and drag your cursor from the left side to the right side of your table. So we're going to click on text box, and we're going to start over here. And we're going to drag it to the right side of the table. And then it says change the fill color of the text box to dark red berry 3. So you have to go to fill color and then go to the dark red 3. The line color is going to be, so go here to the border, is going to be dark orange, and it's going to be, the weight's going to be 3. And then you're going to go to the dark orange 1. Okay. We're going to type this text, and then we're going to have it align horizontally and vertically. So we're going to type in "Go Crazy Building your very own burger. So we're going to align this in the center. And then what we're going to do is we're also going to align it. You click on this one down here, and we're going to put it in the middle of the text box. So it's going to align it both horizontally and vertically. We're going to change the font to Playfair Display. The size, change it to 30. And we're going to change the color. So you have to go to the text color, and you're going to go to dark orange 1. Okay, so this is what it should look like at the end. Again, the font may be a little bit different because I could not find the original font, the impact one that they wanted us to use. And because we're not using impact, you can make these bold if you wanted to, so they kind of stand out more. That's fine as well. All you have to do is select it. All you have to do is select your text, and then you can make them bold if you want the words to be a little bit darker, since we couldn't use the impact. And then what you're going to do is, that's pretty much, yours should look similar to the one that I just did for you. And this is going to be the end of your drawing. So you would just submit this on your Google Classroom. You're not going to share it like the directions say to do. You're just going to submit it on Google Classroom. And this is what it should look like for your lesson 6.1 drawing.
The check mark.